領域展開無料空所
Jujutsu Kaisen was one of the standout hits of this anime season, introducing us to Yuji Itadori and his fellow Jujutsu sorcerers, and the various curses they found themselves up against. Among the interesting character dynamics, intriguing story, and stunning animation were some incredibly memorable fights, with characters that range from compelling curse technique users to those who instead rely on trained physical abilities. There's a wide variety of exciting sorcerers who put their life on the line to exercise curses. Let's take a look back through Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1 and highlight the best fights the supernatural shonen had to offer. Before we get into the video, however, be warned as there are going to be spoiler alerts, and make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications to get our videos as soon as they drop.
You Jujutsu sorcerers are always such a pain in the ass in any era!
Coming in at number 5 is Gojo vs Sukuna. While Gojo's initial bout with Sukuna was probably the shortest fight of the season, lasting only 10 seconds in the anime's real time, it was still one of the most exciting. What it lacks in length, it makes up for in fantastic action sequences and delivers some context on what Jujutsu sorcery is and how it looks when implemented in battles. Yuji, who becomes Sukuna's vessel after consuming one of his fingers, is prompted by Gojo to unleash the King of Curses. The purpose was to gauge Yuji's control to see if he could regain his body after forfeiting it to Sukuna. Though fans wouldn't learn more about the techniques they witnessed until later on, including Gojo's Limitless, the fight still showed off what these two titans were capable of.
Domain expansion. Infinite void. No.
Moving on to number 4, Gojo vs Jogo. Naturally, Gojo would have another fight amongst the top. After all, he is the strongest Jujutsu sorcerer we've been introduced to. His fight against Jogo was the show's first full-length Jujutsu battle, and it did not disappoint in any way. It laid down more rules that govern Jujutsu sorcery without seeming like a lecture amidst an amazingly animated clash. Not only do we get to see Gojo go all out for the first time, but he also explains how domain expansion works. After the cursed spirit Jogo foolishly targets Gojo, hoping to defeat him without the need to use Prison Realm as Gitu had planned, he is immediately made to regret his decision. Jogo starts to realize his mistake when his attacks don't leave a mark on Gojo at all. Noticing the cursed spirit's confusion, Gojo reveals his Limitless curse technique, which places an infinity between him and his opponent, making it virtually impossible to land a hit on him. Though Jogo unleashes his domain, the match is decided when Gojo takes off his mask, releasing his domain expansion Infinite Void. Next up is number 3, Megumi vs Special Grade. It's no secret that Fushiguro Megumi has vast untapped potential. His latent ability is so great that Sukuna found it worthy of comment and is currently watching his progress in great anticipation of what is to come. Megumi scratched the surface of his potential during a fight with a special grade curse, identical to one earlier in the season that had essentially defeated him and Yuji. Megumi initially struggles to keep pace with the curse's movements, even with the Shikigami of his 10 Shadows technique, and it looks like the end when it finally lands a solid hit on him. After thinking back on a conversation with Gojo, the usually calm and collected Megumi laughs maniacally and unlocks a whole new level of strength. This is our first glimpse at the potential Gojo and Sukuna both sense in Megumi, with the latter even smirking when he senses the power. Megumi creates a partial domain expansion, Chimera Shadow Garden, which gives him the distinct edge as he unleashes an endless stream of Shikigami and exercises the special grade curse. Coming in at number 2 is Yuji and Nobara vs the Cursed Spirit Brothers. While Megumi is fighting for his life and unlocking some of his exciting potential, Nobara and Yuji find themselves in a fight against the two Cursed Spirit Brothers, quickly falling victim to their technique. The elder brother, Iso, reveals that their technique slowly decays the victim until they die. Nobara realizes she is now linked to the brothers and curses herself with her resonance in an attempt to get them to lift their curse, linking her body to theirs. What follows is probably the show's most artfully directed fight scene yet. Free of the Cursed Spirit's technique, Yuji and Nobara attack the brothers in a relentless fury of blows and curse techniques that culminates in the two of them pulling off a simultaneous black flash. This fight shows off Nobara's steely resolve and how far she has progressed as a sorcerer in her short time at Jujutsu High, and since the exchange event, proving her training sessions with Maki and Panda paid off. Finally, at number 1, Yuji and Todo vs Hanami. The exchange event was interrupted after Mahito and his team of cursed spirits and cursed users infiltrated Jujutsu High's barrier. One of the best fight scenes of the invasion and the season comes when Yuji and Todo come up against Hanami. The clash initially begins with Todo staying on the sidelines until Yuji successfully lands his first ever Black Flash. Afterward, the two deliver a masterclass in teamwork that almost has you believing they actually are brothers like Todo claims. Todo's analytical skills and unique position swapping curse technique, coupled with Yuji's relentless attacking power, would have spelled instant doom for any lesser opponent, but Hanami proves incredibly capable. Yuji manages to unleash a nearly unprecedented 4 consecutive Black Flashes, as the duo continually chip away at the cursed spirit. Hanami is eventually forced into attempting a domain expansion, but quickly abandons that plan once Gojo arrives on the scene. This match is Jujutsu Kaisen at its best, with fluid animation, carefully choreographed hand-to-hand combat, and innovative uses of cursed techniques and concepts laid down much earlier in the show, both by cursed spirits and sorcerers alike. It also showcases Yuji's exponential growth from his time training with Gojo and his short time sparring with Todo. That concludes our top 5 fights of Jujutsu Kaisen. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like and comment down below. If you guys have any thoughts, opinions, or ideas for the next video, make sure to comment down below and we will see you guys next time.